Good morning. My name is Welgo, and we've got some developments coming out of the League of Legends professional scene. TSM and Doublelift seem to be building a beef together, so we're going to dive into that a little bit. Before we jump in, remember to hit that subscribe button and hit those notification icons to make sure you stay in the loop whenever a new video goes live. Now, quick recap for those that might not be following along the League of Legends esports scene that well. Yillian Doublelift Peng is a premier professional League of Legends player in North America. He's been around since the league's inception and most recently joined TSM's roster in April of 2020 and played out the season. After a 0-6 groups run in the world stage, he announced he was retiring via his Twitter account. And that was the situation that we knew of until most recently in the past couple weeks. It was announced that Bjergsen, the former mid laner and coach for TSM, was stepping down from his coaching role to jump back into the professional scene to play. However, he was looking to expand outside of TSM and explore new options. This prompted rumors and questions from fans of Doublelift, considering that he retweeted the announcement about Bjergsen's departure from TSM, stating, "I'll see you on the Rift," of course with the caption saying, "through co-stream." However, that didn't stop Doublelift fans from asking whether or not he was going to return, which prompted a response on his Twitch channel on November 9th. He started the conversation saying that there was a very, very low chance for him to return playing this season, but then he went on to describe his experience during the 2020 offseason. Now, this is where things get spicy. He goes on to say that it was not his choice to retire, rather that he got by TSM. He said he was waiting for news about TSM's acquisition of Sword Art as their support player for the season, and when he was informed the deal would most likely not happen due to a snag it hit, Doublelift said he was not keen on the roster that they were going to put together in replacing Sword Art. In the end, according to Doublelift, TSM signed AD carry player Lost to the team very late in the offseason, which left him very little time, if not any time, to find a team to join. He goes on to explain that the deal with Sword Art and TSM actually did go through, and Sword Art contacted Doublelift to express his interest in wanting to play the 2020 season with him. However, Doublelift claims that he went to owner Andy Reginald Din to express that he wants to play, to which he was told no because, and I'm quoting here, Andy has too much of an ego. As you can imagine, this didn't sit well with Reggie, who took to Reddit in a post called Thoughts on Doublelift, where he explained his experience with the situation, confirming some events of the timeline, but offering an alternate perspective. According to Reggie, Doublelift had reached out to TSM and told them that they were to sign mid laner Power of Evil and any good support player, regardless of any language barrier, that Doublelift would play for them. Otherwise, he would explore other teams or retire. Reggie claims that TSM and the staff committed to the terms with Doublelift because they wanted to keep working with him, and they were able to sign Power of Evil, Huni, and were in talk with candidates of the support role, including Sword Art. However, while negotiations were going well, Reggie states that TSM did set expectations with Doublelift that there was potential need for Plan B candidates if the deal fell through. During those talks, apparently, Doublelift backed off on his language barrier requirement, stating that he would want to work with somebody that speaks English. According to Reggie, the timeline for this conversation was in November and was approaching a deadline to trade AD carry Lost to Evil Geniuses with a time frame of about 4 hours to go. Reggie goes on to describe after these conversations, TSM staff and players all collectively agreed to commit to Lost over Doublelift, stating that it was discouraging to work with somebody who is constantly ambivalent about whether he wants to play or retire. So as you can see, there's some discrepancies to the story based on whose perspective you're working with, but the timeline seems to match up. It seems TSM and Doublelift wanted to work together, but due to contract negotiations, trade deadlines, and an inability to commit, TSM moved forward without Doublelift, and that fostered a resentment in him towards the org. So what do you think? Is this just a matter of two egos fighting each other for control over the situation, or is one party more responsible for the other? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Until next time, I've been Welgo, and I hope you've been having a wonderful day, and feel free to stick around and subscribe to this channel for more news updates as they come live. Have a great day, everyone.